well with the listing. The awards have trooped in. We have been recognized. Our staff strength is climbed from Axim to Paga. You can see gold all over the place, and we've got over 400 outlets. Tell me how that could have been possible if we hadn't gone to the exchange.
Listing of bonds allowed us first.
Spider-Man.
Thank you very much. With a hand of applause, let's appreciate that traditional dance with our very own energetic men and women. Thank you very much. You're welcome to the Fancy Land. You're welcome to Cape Coast. You're welcome to Central Region. It is the first encounter in the year 2026 of the Securities and Exchange Commission Town Hall Encounter. And the University of Cape Coast is privileged indeed to be hosting this event. UCC is in a class of its own, the University of Competitive Choice. Let's appreciate the leadership of UCC for hosting this event. On behalf of the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Dr. James Kluche Aveji, we welcome all of you. My name is Mary Ama Bauer, and I am your MC today. My co-MC is Nuhu Dauda.
All right, thank you very much, Amma. It's a pleasure to have you all here. My name is Nuhu Dauda, as mentioned earlier, and my brothers and sisters, today we're here to explore the aspect of the market and have a fair share here at the Auditorium 900. And without much ado, we actually take an open prayer from Manessa Ofoso, nurse and the current UCAP's treasurer. Manessa, give us an open prayer as we begin.
Let us pray. Our Lord and Master Jesus, we thank you for bringing us together this morning. Father, as we begin the program, we invite your presence here. Father, Lord, let whatever we do here be a success. At the end, honor and adoration will be given unto you. Amen.
Amen and amen and amen.
Thank you very much, Dauda. Before we go to the event, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that we set the premise for today's encounter. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, investment thrives on confidence, and confidence is certainly built on trust, transparency, and effective regulation. Today, we turn our attention to the institution at the heart of that responsibility, the Securities and Exchange Commission. The session offers us the opportunity to better understand the role of SEC in protecting investors, ensuring market integrity, and fostering a vibrant and resilient investment environment. The theme for today's engagement, which happened to be the first of its kind and this year, is understanding the role of Securities and Exchange Commission in the investment market. So once again, on behalf of the leadership of SEC, we welcome you. Now, Dauda, please, let's go to the program for the day.
Thank you very much, Amma. Welcome to Sec 26. But then I want to feel your energy before maybe we start with the outline. My dear brothers and sisters, it's an honor to have this program here right here at the University of Cape Coast Auditorium 900. I want to see you screaming, shouting, "Hello, UCC, are we ready for this?" Oh my goodness. Yeah, no mkoko na. Hello, UCC, are we ready? All right, that's fine. So let's head straight to the outline. And without much ado, we actually take our remarks from Professor Samuel Kweku Eje. He's the Dean of School of Business, University of Cape Coast. With a round of applause, let's welcome Professor Samuel Kweku Eje. Let's welcome him, please.
The chairperson, Director General, representative of the minister, senior colleagues here present, staff and students, good morning. I bring you special greetings from the prestigious University of Cape Coast School of Business, and from the board, management, staff, and students. We are enthused to be part of this honorable program. In fact, the program coincides with the school's extended 50th anniversary celebration, which we did last year. And in this year, the school is actually going to have its alumni homecoming, which is the maiden. And it's going to happen from June 25 to June 28. So I wish to use this opportunity, I'm stealing the option given to me to invite the Director General, the ministers, and all the dignitaries here present to that function. In fact, there will be fundraising, and we will expect SEC to assist our school. That is just by the way. In a special way, we are happy to be part of this gathering and program that we have set up for today's activities. We recognize that investment is key to our development, whether you look at it at the personal level or you consider it at the corporate level. Investment is considered to be key to the development of every society, and we are glad to be part of it. In fact, we also recognize the partnership that we have had with the Dean of the School of Economics, and then the Securities and Exchange Commission. And when you realize the nature of the program that we're going through today, it's an indication that when partnerships do well, the collective efforts that we put in actually results in benefits that accrue to all of us. And we believe that this kind of collaboration will not just end at this program. We are expecting other collaborations to follow in the nature of co-developing short courses and programs, whether professional or academic. And this can be done with the Securities and Exchange Commission once we've started some events like this. In fact, doing an engagement with young people like the audience that we have here predominantly is considered to be one of the relevant issues that we can do in the current state of our nation's development. And we find this program to be very important, especially when you consider our continent, Africa. There appears to be a lot of myths all around us. We are engulfed in myths, and investment is not in a way excluded from that. We believe that investment is for the aged some way, somehow. We also think that investment should happen when you have a lot of money. Some way, somehow, we think that investment should happen when you're about to retire. And some of these beliefs, which most of them are not factual, eventually feed into our young people. And then they get into the idea that it's not the right time for me to invest. I may have to wait a while when I'm getting to retirement or when I'm making a lot of money. Then maybe I consider the option of investment. Unfortunately, however, our young people still want to make a lot of money. They want to get rich quick. And when you put the two together, they don't fit. So they want to find a way of enriching themselves. This way, currently, they are using mostly coming from gambling, which is a very bad phenomenon which is getting into the youth of our country. Gambling is detrimental to our nation, and our youth gradually, once getting into it, is harmful to the way they handle money. It's harmful to the way they handle corporate institutions and the resources entrusted to them. And then most of all, it feeds into their attitude. It builds a certain culture that pushes them away from investment. And we believe that this forum like this will help us build or reorient ourselves, especially the young ones, to develop the right attitude towards investment. And it fits into the various dimensions of financial literacy when you study them. So you look at the attitude, which is a key component of it. Your attitude will lead you to whether you have interest in getting educated on financial matters. And then it will lead you eventually to your behavior. So once your interest is in gambling, that attitude eventually fits into how you handle money. The good thing is that today we are in the right hands. The Securities and Exchange Commission has a number of distinguished speakers to take us through how our young ones can actually prepare for the investment world. And we believe that when they go through, it will be a tool they will use, they will develop the right skills to invest, and they will not only enrich themselves, but eventually it will feed into developing our nation, Ghana. So on that note, we welcome all of you to the program, And we pray that we all have a successful session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It's time for us to listen to the chair for this August event. But even before he climbs the podium, just be aware that the program is live on ETL FM, streaming across all the platforms, and also the social of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Please search and share, like, comment. Let all your comment be on that page, even before the Q&A session. We listen to the Dean of the Faculty of Art, Professor Safo Kantanka. With a hand of applause, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Director General SEC, colleague deans, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here this morning. I stand here on behalf of the Provost of the College of Humanities and Legal Studies, where we have the School of Economics and the School of Business, and where I am too. Of course, when you are invited to stand in for somebody, you don't talk much. So I'll be here about 30 seconds and we are done. Right, on behalf of the college and university, we welcome SEC to campus. We feel that this is an important program. Some of us now wish that we were young so that we could take the knowledge we acquire here and prepare ourselves for our future. But still, we need it. And so we feel that it's a very important program when you meet SEC, for them to talk to you about financial matters. So I'm happy that the students who are here are going to learn from SEC a lot. Of course, these days, when the last time I heard the name of SEC, it was something else. Some investment companies in Ghana and the troubles and all that, and then the collapse of some companies, and then SEC's name came up. What were they doing and all that? And so I don't know how often you do this kind of program. I think that it should be regular across the country on all university campuses, because it is a young one sitting here who are going to be the future. And when they get the knowledge at an early age, it is very crucial. And so on behalf of the provost, once again, I welcome you to UCC. We are going to be part. We hope that at the end of the day, you feel that, yes, we've learned something, and that is going to help us out there for our future. Thank you, and welcome once again. Thank you.
Oh, we can do better. We can do better. All right, so please, before we proceed to outline, we have some important dignitaries here. First, we have to also recognize a present. So we have here Mr. Yamwa Benjamin. He's actually the board chair for the National Supervisory Security of CUA. With a round of applause, let's give it up to Mr. Yamwa. We also have Ms. Faustina Minta. She's actually the district secretary and the regional rep as well. So please, with a round of applause, let's give it to her. We also have Mr. Enoch Amoa, that is the head of finance for the University of Education Winneba Cooperative Credit Union. Let's give it up to him as well. We have Mr. Beckman Yao Amenyeko. He's actually a school rep of Ghana National Association of Teachers from Efutu Senior High Technical School. Let's give it up to him. We also have Mr. Amos K. Ampadu. He's also a rep for Anakaso PSY, that is a Union of Professional Nurses and Midwiferys. If you are here, please give us a wave. And we also have Miss Esther Adu from Wesley. She's actually the Wesley local chairman for Ghana National Association of Teachers. Please, let's give it up to her as well. And we also have Miss Anita Abuachiwa Adu. She's actually the regional manager for Ghana Credit Unions and Association. Let's give it up to her as well. We also have Mr. Namara Peter Brown. a manager for security. He's actually the manager for Securities and Exchange Commission. Let's give it up to him. And we have the Ghana National Fire Service for Cape Coast. Please, if you're here, give us a wave and let's give them a round of applause. We also have the Ghana Prison Service Anchor for Complex 25 officers. Please, let's give it up to them as well. And then again, other guests, you are highly welcome. It's a privilege to have you all here. And in due time, you also recognize your presence. So let's head straight to the outline. So the next on our list, we will actually take our remarks from Professor Isaac Dasmani. He's actually the Dean for School of Economics, University of Cape Coast. With a round of applause, let's welcome Professor Dasmani.
Thank you very much. Let me also stand in with existing protocols. It is a great honor to welcome you all to University of Cape Coast, particularly the School of Economics, for this important day workshop. The team building financial confidence through investor education. We are sincerely grateful to the Securities and Exchange Commission for bringing this timely and impactful initiative to our campus. The theme for today's engagement could not be more relevant. In today's rapidly evolving financial landscape, marked by the digital finance, mobile trading platforms, and increasingly sophisticated investment products, financial knowledge is no longer an optional, it is essential. Many individuals desire to invest and grow their wealth, yet lack of adequate understanding often exposes them to a significant risk, including misinformation and fraudulent schemes. The investor education, therefore, plays a critical role in empowering individuals to make informed financial decisions. It builds confidence, enhances participation in the capital market, and ultimately contribute to financial inclusion and economic development. When people understand how financial markets work, they better position to evaluate risk, identify opportunities, and protect themselves. As a School of Economics, we strongly align with these objectives. Our mandate goes beyond teaching theory. We are committed to equipping our students with practical knowledge and relevant skills that prepare them for real-world economic and financial challenges. This workshop is a clear demonstration of the kind of academic-industry collaboration that enriches learning and broadens perspective. To our students, I urge you all to engage actively throughout today's sections. Ask questions, seek clarification, and take the advantage of the expertise available. The insight you gain will help not only enhances your academic journey, but will also shape your financial behavior and decision-making in the future. Let me also emphasize that building financial confidence at the individual level has broader national implications. A financially literate population strengthens the capital market, promotes savings and investment, and supports sustainable economic growth. Institutions like SEC plays a vital role in ensuring that this process is guided by transparency, fairness, and investor protection. I wish to once again thank the Securities and Exchange Commission for this collaboration and for their continued commitment to investor education in Ghana. We look forward to more partnerships that will benefit our students and the society at large. I wish you all a successful, enlightening workshop. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Professor Dasmani. We sincerely are appreciative of your kind remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that this event, this national conversation, is in collaboration with the University of Cape Coast SRC, the Young Investors Network, the School of Economics and the School of Business of the University of Cape Coast, who will take the remarks from the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Dr. James Kluche Aveji.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. So, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, and members of the University Executive Committee, the Registrar and senior members of the University of Cape Coast, distinguished representatives from the Ghana Stock Exchange and Ghana Securities Industry Association, and other esteemed partner institutions. Nanano, our revered traditional custodians of this land, representative of the regional minister, the metropolitan and municipal chief executives, faculty, postgraduate researchers, and a vibrant student body of the University of Cape Coast, heads of securities agencies, members of the investing public, entrepreneurs and civil society, the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor to stand on the grounds of one of Ghana's most distinguished centers of learning for this edition of the Securities and Exchange Commission's flagship public education initiative, Time with the SEC. To the students here today, you are not mere the audience for this conversation. You are the most important participants. The capital market we have come to discuss is one that you will inherit, shape and define. We invite you not just to listen, but to engage, question, and begin seeing yourselves not only as future professionals, but as future investors and stewards of Ghana's financial destiny. Why are we here, and why capital markets matter to you? The Time with the SEC series is at its core a conversation with the Ghanaian people in their communities and on the campuses like this one. Our purpose is to demystify the capital markets, to remove the jargons, dismantle the intimidation, and place the knowledge that drives wealth creation firmly in the hands of every citizen. Ghana's capital market is not reserved for the boardrooms of Accra. It is a living ecosystem that touches every Ghanaian. Pension sustaining a retired teacher in Cape Coast, the bond financing a coastal road construction, sea defense, schools, and fishing harbors. The collective investment scheme helping a young entrepreneur grow her savings. These are all expressions of a functioning capital market. Through the capital market, businesses raise long-term funding to expand operations and create employment. Government access bond markets to finance public infrastructure without unsustainable borrowing. Individuals invest in equities, bonds, and collective investment schemes to grow wealth, fund education, and secure retirement. Each of these transactions, when conducted in a well-regulated market, contributes to the deepening of Ghana's economy and the broadening of its prosperity. Our mission at the SEC is as simple as it is profound to regulate and promote an efficient, fair, and transparent securities market, one where every Ghanaian can participate with confidence. A well-informed investor is indeed a well-protected investor. Today, university students with a smartphone and a registered brokerage account can buy shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange. A graduate, a teacher, a nurse, a market woman, and a taxi driver with 500 Ghana cedis and with the right knowledge can start building an investment portfolio through a licensed collective investment scheme. The barriers to market participation have never been lower, but the consequences of financial ignorance have never been higher. We see across Africa a generation that is digitally fluent but financially vulnerable, drawn to high yield promises on social media, enticed by sport betting and unregulated platforms offering 30% monthly returns, exposed to sophisticated fraud dressed in the language of technology. The SEC is here today on this campus because we refuse to let that be the Ghana's story. Remember this: if an investment sounds too good to be true, it almost certainly is. If it does not carry a license from the SEC or the SEC, walk away. Our commitment to you: Ghana's recent financial history carries hard lessons written in the losses of families and small investors who trusted entities that were unlicensed, poorly supervised, or outright fraudulent. Those experiences have not been forgotten. They have been channeled into action. We are overhauling the Securities and Exchange Commission Act at 929. The new bill, which is currently being reviewed to be passed into law by our parliament, introduces a landmark investor protection fund, a safety net providing partial compensation to investors who suffer losses due to infractions by licensed operators. It is not a technicality. It is a signal to every Ghanaian, from the seasoned investor to the first-year students and the market woman making their first investment. The SEC stands with you. Ghana is also a proud signatory A member of the IOSCO, a multilateral memorandum of understanding, affirming that our regulatory standards are internationally credible and our market is open, trustworthy, and globally competitive. What you will explore today: our experts, who are facilitators, will guide this gathering through practical and engaging sessions covering 1, the role of the SEC and the architecture of Ghana's capital markets; 2, savings, investment, and personal financial planning for students and young professionals; 3, investment products and opportunities, that is equities, bonds, and collective investment scheme; 4, how to identify, avoid, and report fraudulent investment schemes; 5, leveraging the capital markets to finance graduate entrepreneurship, innovation, and SME growth. We will also examine how capital markets can serve as a vehicle for financing the sectors that matter most to Ghana's future and how we can all participate. Now, a call to action. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the future of Ghana's capital market will not be determined in the boardrooms alone. It will be shaped in lecture halls, laboratories, and seminar rooms, in the minds of young Ghanaians who are thinking critically about money, wealth, and the kind of economy they want to build. The SEC is committed to maintaining integrity, transparency, and innovation in the market. But transformation, real, lasting transformation happens when citizens take ownership of their financial destinies. It happens when a student walks out of this hall today and opens a legitimate investment account. It happens when a student challenges a suspicious investment pitch with the right questions. It happens when a young professional tells a peer, if it does not have a license from the SEC, walk away. That is a financial literacy revolution we are here to ignite. And this campus, with its tradition of academic excellence, critical thinking, and civic engagement, is precisely the right place to light that fire. I urge each of you to engage fully today, ask the hard questions, challenge assumptions, and when you leave this hall, share what you have learned with your classmates, with your families, with your communities. Because become ambassadors, not just the financial literacy, but of a culture of informed, ethical, and courageous investing. To the market is open. The knowledge is here. The regulator is on your side. What you do with this moment is entirely and beautifully up to you. I want to thank you for listening to me.
Dr. Kluchaveji, thank you very much. The market is open. The regulator is on your side. We'll listen to the Executive Director of the Young Investors Network, Mr. Joshua Mensah. And as he takes the podium, for those of you who are joining us online, remember, it is time with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, coming to you live from the University of Cape Coast along the Atlantic Ocean. And thank you very much for joining us. We will listen to Mr. Mensah.
Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, distinguished officials of the SEC, representatives of the capital market industry, heads of departments, students, and all invited guests. It is a great honor and privilege to deliver these remarks on behalf of the Young Investors Network at this year's Time with SEC UCC. And at the utmost, I wish to express our profound appreciation to SEC for its unwavering commitment to investor education, financial literacy, and youth empowerment in Ghana. Through initiatives such as Time with SEC, continues to demonstrate a visionary leadership in building a financial informed and investment-conscious society. Today, we are gathered merely not for just an event, but for an important national conservation. One that has the potential to shape aspirations, influence financial behaviors, and empower a generation of young people to become active participants in the Ghanaian economic transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of every nation is closely linked to the financial capability of its people. In an increasingly complex and competitive global economy, financial literacy and investment education have become essential life skills. Young people today face important financial decisions regarding savings, investing, entrepreneurship, and career development, and wealth creation. Yet, many are not exposed eagerly to the knowledge and opportunities required to make informed choices. This is why platforms such as Time with SEC are so important. They create opportunities for young people to engage directly with regulators, investment professionals, market operators, policymakers. At the Young Investor Network, we have witnessed the first-hand transformative power of financial education. Over the years, through our flagship programs, which is the National Investment Quiz Competition, stock pitch competition, and young investors analysts, we have worked to cultivate a new generation of financial literate, investment-ready, and economic empowerment young people. Collectively, these initiatives are achieving one important objective, that's changing of minds. And I'm so happy. Last time I was in one of the schools where a headmaster told me that, Joshua, now our students are not asking me how to bet, asking them, not conventional to bet, but where to invest, how to invest in the stock market. Let's clap for what SEC is doing, because it's growing. For the first time, we have seen the market capitalization of the stock market over 300 billion. So we really commend the SEC for the great work that they are doing. So students are no longer asking, why should I invest? No, sorry, why should I invest? Then, no, that's what. But now they are asking, how do I start investing? How do I purchase shares? How do I participate in the capital market? The Securities and Exchange Commission deserves a commendation for recognizing that investor education is not merely a regulatory responsibility, but a strategic importance in national development. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. At Young Investors Network, we firmly believe that financial education is one of the most powerful tools for changing lives, creating opportunities, and transforming economics. To the students, everybody here, I encourage you to make most of this opportunity. Make sure that you engage with the experts, build a meaningful networks. Most importantly, begin taking steps towards your financial future. The decisions you make today regarding savings, investing, and financial management will help shape the future available to you tomorrow. As we look ahead, let's continue to work together with the regulator. And on behalf of the Young Investor Network, I once again thank the SEC for this visionary leadership and continual investment education in Ghana youth. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mensah. We have a few addresses, but this is a significant one. We're taking the address of our keynoter. The keynote speaker is the Honorable Central Regional Minister. He sent a representative, Honorable Eduama Ochre sent a representative, and this morning his speech will be delivered by Mr. Andrew Kuma. He is the Deputy Director Administration, and he is coming from the Regional Coordinating Council. Please let's welcome him.
Thank you, MC. Honorable Chair, please permit me to stand on existing protocols for want of time. Good morning. Oh, the response is it because the minister didn't come, please? Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Honestly, the minister was eager to come. Just a few minutes ago, we had a call that some refugees from the Ivory Coast are here. And it has thrown the arrangement for this morning. So he has to attend to some of these issues. That's why I'm to stand in the big shoes this morning to deliver the address. But I will keep standing in the shoes. I will not attempt to walk in them. For fear I may fall down. So I'm delivering the address on behalf of the minister, and these are his words. It is both an honor and a privilege to be part of this important program and to deliver the keynote address at the Central Region edition of Time with SEC. I extend warm greetings from good people of the Central Region and express my sincere appreciation to the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Commission for bringing this impactful initiative to Cape Coast. Let me begin, ladies and gentlemen, by commending the SEC for its continuous efforts in promoting investor education and strengthening confidence in Ghana's securities markets The theme, ensuring investor protection, is fundamental to the sustainable growth of our financial sector and the broader economy. Ladies and gentlemen, a well-functioning securities market is a cornerstone of economic development. It mobilizes long-term capital, supports business expansion, and creates opportunities for wealth generation. However, the strength of this market depends significantly on trusts. Trust that investments are safe, that rules are enforced, and that investors are protected from loud fraud and malpractice. Investor protection, therefore, is not just a regulatory obligation, it is a national economic imperative. When citizens are confident that their investments are secure, they are more likely to participate in the financial markets, thereby deepening financial inclusion and enhancing capital information. This is why programs such as this, Time with the SEC, are so critical. Education remains one of the most effective tools in safeguarding investors. An informed investor is better equipped to make sound financial decisions, identify risks, and avoid fraudulent schemes. In recent times, we have witnessed instances where unsuspecting individuals fall victim to unlicensed investment schemes due to lack of adequate information. Initiatives like this empower people with the knowledge needed to ask the right questions, verify investment opportunities, and make informed choices. As a region, we are committed to promoting inclusive economic growth. The Central Region, with its rich human capital and growing entrepreneurial base, stands to benefit greatly from a vibrant and accessible financial market. I, therefore, encourage participants, especially staff of our metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies, as well as students, to take full advantage of this program. The knowledge you gain here should not remain with you alone. It must be shared with your institutions and communities. In doing so, you become ambassadors of financial literacy and investor protection. Let me assure SEC of the full support of the Central Regional Coordinating Council. Mr. Chair, we recognize the importance of collaboration between regulatory bodies and local governance institutions in achieving national development goals. We are particularly pleased to support the mobilization of participants for this program and look forward to deepening our partnership with SEC in future engagements aimed at enhancing financial awareness across the region. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate today and deliberate, I urge all stakeholders to remain vigilant, responsible, and proactive. Let us commit to, 1, promoting transparency and accountability in all financial dealings. 2, reporting suspicious investment activities to the appropriate authorities. And 3, continuously educating ourselves and others on the dynamics of the financial markets. Together, we can build a resilient investment environment that protects our citizens and supports national development. On this note, I once again commend the Securities and Exchange Commission for this laudable initiative. I'm confident that this program will go a long way in strengthening investor confidence and enhancing public understanding of Ghana's securities market. I thank you, and may the Almighty God bless us all.
Mr. Kuma, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, now we've got into a session where you can take note. And before that, we'll take a drama performance. A hand of applause for our performers as they march onto the stage. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before our performers take over with the activity, there is a brief that I need to bring to your attention. Now, in a vibrant marketplace that is filled with dreams, ambition, and opportunity, ordinary citizens seek ways to secure their future while businesses search for the capital needed to grow this atmosphere or the hope of their investment. Ladies and gentlemen, hope is high, confidence is strong, and prosperity appears within reach. Yet beneath this atmosphere of optimism, hidden dangers begin to emerge. Fraudsters, misinformation, greed, and unlicensed operators threaten the trust upon which every successful market depends. As promises of quick wealth spread and uncertainty takes hold, investors are faced with difficult choices and businesses struggle to distinguish genuine opportunity from deception. The question soon becomes clear. What happens when trust, the foundation of every investment decision, is placed at risk? The invisible guardian takes audiences on a compelling journey through the world of investing, revealing the challenges that arise when market integrity is threatened and the vital role played by the Securities and Exchange Commission in protecting investors, promoting transparency, and maintaining confidence in Ghana's capital market. Through engaging storytelling rooted in the African theater tradition, the production explores the delicate balance between opportunity and risk, ultimately demonstrating that sustainable growth and prosperity can only flourish where trust is protected and informed decisions prevail. Enjoy the drama.
any other work for me to do, I will do it. My boss, do you have anything for me? Provided you are paying me, I'll do it. I'm tired. I cannot invest and not get my money back. Even if it's Galamsey. Don't allow it. I'll do it. My boss, you have something for me. Oh, I'm tired. I cannot raise capital. Because all my monies will go to waste. I invest shit. I don't even know what to do again. Oh, who said yes? What kind of I need something to do. Oh, Sikaring in Ash, boss. Me patro ejume bia me ye. Provided you have to pay me and I don't have to put my money in for you to share. Please, you have something for me. Oh. Naya. Ajugon.
Oh, it's sad, you know. Ordinary people working hard and saving money. Investors seeking opportunity to grow their business. If you find outdoors too much, why? Please join me sing this song. Asam yedika hina beka. Join me. Miaro miara enyo biaro miara. Oh, join me. Asam yedika edika hina beka. Miaro miara enyo biaro miara. Ampayina nebeka. Me so James we miska mala mijina we miska. Very appalling, you know. Businesses seeking capital to expand. General optimism and aspiration. Hope. Opportunity. Aspiration.
I want to buy some Honda Civic. Come and impress the girls. How to put it in my business? Oh, I should use my money for betting this evening. South Africa and Mexico. 2 hours or mutual 2 hours. Hi. I know Sonia Bado. Ana Sikagari. Let me call this amazing grace guy on the WhatsApp platform. He offered some nice. He said he would give me. Let me just call the guy. Hello. Boss. Yeah, I texted you. Yes, it's me. I'm ready. I'm ready. See, no libi. Where should I meet you? At the watch the joint there. Which one? Oh, okay. No problem. I'm coming. Okay, thank you.
Hello, I'm George. Unsaka scan.
I told you, Sam George. Trust me. Amazing grace, quick cash. Yes. So you know what? Talk to the other ministers. Convince them. Yes. Anybody ska. Okay, Sam George. H.D. Bekasa.
Boss.
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good.
Are you ready to invest?
Oh, I told you on phone. I don't do too much talk. Oh. I have some 50K. I don't cry no some chops be from my school fees and we share 30% now. Oh, if I pay the 30, then I use the rest.
50K.
50K.
Guaranteed 200%. No stress.
200%.
No yes.
Masa. 200% and one can in term 200%.
200%.
My people, is it nice? Is it sweet? Should I do it? Should I invest with him? Should I give him my money? About 200, okay, come out. Because guaranteed though, and you may me trap bet to the Caribbean alpha.
Alpha. No
it's even 200% oh.
200%, Yanko. Meba. We'll be free. Hello, Bahu. Baumia, I said relax. Relax. Samira just called. I'll be coming home. Remember. Play. Yes. Next election, I'll make you so much money. You pay all the students you UCC. They'll vote for you.
Hey.
All right. Bahu Tobo. Neighbor. Let me deal with someone here. Okay. Boss. Hey, my ABC. Are you ready to invest?
You know something? I'm ready. Me, the money is you. I don't even do physical cash anymore. E-cash. I can transfer everything from my bag.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. My friend is calling me.
Oh, boss.
Oh, hold on.
No, but who are from you?
Oh. Hello, boss. Oh, wait for me. I'm coming. The girl, she can wait. I have some 50K. Charlie, I've met some guy. He said, he will do it for me. I have to give the money to him. Oh. Next semester. Elantra Bako. Yeah. I say, I better Elantra Bako. You better Honda Civic. I don't cry any car, Papa, but still, you better girls. I just said,
boss.
Yeah. Okay. So, he promised me 200%. Oh. A whooping 200%. What? Who say you fake? I don't have something to make it. Who say you fake? Okay. So I should ask him those questions before I give him my money. Okay, no problem. Okay. Sure. Boss,
Charlie. But who are from you? Are you ready to invest?
I'm ready. But
right.
The thing is, you see, my mom just called me right now. She's saying I should send her some money. I'm ready. But before, maybe I can take some small and then give it to you. But I want to ask you, please. Are you licensed to operate?
Yes, I'm licensed.
Hey.
You can go and check on the website. You see Amazing Grace Quick Cash. Boldly written in red.
You are licensed to operate?
Yes.
And you are recognized on their website. SEC.
They know me.
www.sec.government.gh.
Amazing Grace Quick Cash.
Hey.
Boss, are you ready to invest?
This one they have to check right now because relax. Relax.
Yeah.
Oh, relax.
They trust you.
Boss, we shall meet again. Thank you.
Oh, you go invest. You invest.
Oh, senior.
I beg. I beg.
Oh, Masa.
Oh, you for invest, I beg. Me man could be You invest today.
Oh, senior, please.
See,
listen.
My brother.
I have to respond to a call right now. I'll come back, okay? Thank you very much. I'll see you.
Oh, boss.
Quick cash, hey, senior man. Thank you.
Oh, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing so well, sir.
That's very good.
Yes.
Have you been here for long?
I've been here for about 30 minutes. I'm not seeing anybody here.
I'm
but I have
very
money
sorry.
too. I have
I'm
money.
very sorry.
Yes, I have money too.
You know, the rain this morning, my place is flooded. And when I was coming, the road was very bad.
You should have called me. I'll fix it for you.
I'm sorry. Our work is very convenient, but today, forgive me for this, okay?
No problem.
It will repeat.
So, the thing is, I'm actually here to invest some money.
Okay.
Some 50K I've saved. My own money.
Oh, I understand. So, how can I help you now?
Yes, I'm here to invest. I have some 50K ready cash.
That's very good. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Now, so do you understand how our investment market operates and its procedures?
Yes, I think I know one or two things because someone was going to give me 200%.
You're very smart. You're very smart.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
then a quick one. I think you have to go into the procedure so that you can invest. Time no day.
No problem.
Time
I'm
is
ready.
money.
See, I
It's
can
okay.
even have the money. But wait, please, what's the name of your business again?
Oh, I just told you we are dealing with the gold mines. I'm one of them that
Gold
have a
mines.
branch
Okay,
in
please.
Cape Coast.
Gold mines.
Yes,
Coast.
I'm
Okay,
the one
please. Let me
doing their
just
branch
let me
in Cape Coast, so
just
you can
check
check.
something right now.
Yes,
So
the mine mines.
thank
So,
you. www.
Yes, I'm registered with my license. You can check.
sec.gov.gh.
Maybe I was recommended for you.
Okay, your name is here. Okay,
Yes, that
thank
is
you,
it.
sir.
So you are well secured there. Don't worry.
Okay.
So how soon do you need this money?
See, Canada, if you can even double it for me today, I will take over. But
don't worry, for doubling there, it depends on how you invest. Okay. If you invest low, you get low rate, understand? Our rate is 14% annually. You understand?
14%?
So, yes.
14%.
Don't worry. All that you need is to invest consistently. And you, little by little, you make a mighty mistake.
14%.
But if you go where they will be giving you 200 and 300 rate, you will see that you'll be frauded. You understand?
I think me being a student, it is reasonable because if you offer me 14% and I still build on wealth, I mean gradually,
you
I
make
think
it.
I'm ready to go for it.
You are very sensible.
Yes.
You are very sensible.
So maybe I'll scrape off my plans of impressing some the big girl who doesn't even like me anyway.
You see, make it before you impress them. If you don't make it,
yes. So I can just transfer the money.
Transfer the money. Oh, but before then, I have to scan you something small, so for you to trust me well.
Okay.
So you just have to print here for me.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So print here for me.
Okay.
Then let me take you some. Okay. Yeah, where to go? So you can transfer the money for me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Okay, so boss, nice doing business with you.
Thank you.
I'm
You're
sure my
welcome.
money is very secure.
Secure. And trust me, you bring me more customers with this.
I'll bring them. Thank you,
Yes.
sir. I'll see you.
See you next time.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, officer.
Start dealing in You are always stealing my customers. Huh?
My brother, we are not here to fight. We are here for market.
We are here to
Hey, I don't offer
an officer is here.
We are not going to speak.
You are an officer.
Yes, I'm an officer. Come down.
Hello.
You are making noise. What is that?
Hello.
Officer. Oh, what's going on here?
I don't understand this guy. Always fighting. Why?
Oh, Eja. Maybe I was if you're dreaming.
Oh, Meba, I'm sorry.
Oh. You know what? This is not Katia. Ahanya market. This market must operate with fairness, order, and transparency.
Good.
Huh?
And please, so are you a security like police?
Please, are you coming to arrest us?
Oh no, please. I'm from SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. I'm not here to arrest anybody. Okay, we don't carry guns. Now, if you are here and you have your license, kindly go to my right.
Good. My brother, where are you going to?
Hey, I'm licensed, please.
You are.
I'm licensed. Please.
With who?
Registered. Kindly step forward.
Please, we are all investors.
You are all investors?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They were here to
Please,
invest with me.
make sure you verify before you invest. Always.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I said I am from SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. And that's a piece of Ghana's capital market, mandated to regulate and promote growth and development of the securities market, where investors and the integrity of the market is protected. Okay? If you invest and you don't invest wisely, it's your own choice. Make sure that whenever you want to invest, verify if they are licensed. Oga, show us your license now.
Driver's license or what?
Eja.
We are serious. What is driver's license?
I thought we use driver's license to operate.
In this market? Oh, come on. Don't be joking when we are serious.
We are serious.
Step forward.
Eja, so you don't have license?
I don't have license.
So why are you here?
I have license and Ghana card.
You are not being serious.
You don't have license and you are fighting.
Please, make sure you don't invest with people like this. Where is your license?
Look at it here. Let's see. I'm registered.
No, let me check from our website.
Check it.
Please check Amazing Grace Quick Cash too for me.
My friend, it is there. Very dangerous. I mean, you are dangerous.
Oh, okay. He's legit. You can invest here, please. Yes. Now you come. Huh?
Hey,
Move. Catch it. Officer, come. You have to deal with this man.
I will give it to you today. You see.
Yes, you can invest here. He's legit.
Yes.
Eja. You know him?
Yes.
You know him?
Don't worry.
Officer.
No, all accepted. Don't worry.
Don't joke.
Okay. Officer, is he registered?
He's not.
He's not registered.
You have to be registered.
Officer will deal with you. Don't worry. Officer will deal with you. Don't worry. No, how sure are you that if you register him, he will not go and scam people? In fact, we have to take our time. So when you go through all the right procedures. Yes. Hey, police are charging them with the officer.
What come I tell you once I met you?
Officer, it's okay, it's okay. That's not why I'm here.
Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, would you mind me? So you see, I hear an alpha muza. Omani obeden. Omani obeden. More money who here. Ghana man yawara uzo. More money who here. Men kase bunkamu. More money who here. Ghana man yawara uzo. More money who here. Men kase bunkamu. Muma ye na ye mum. Obiara nye na femuzo. Biakwe de. Ewin ketengeten ye nye. Obiara nye na femuzo. Oman benyam faso. Ghana betum kono. Yes, indeed. So you see, without trust, investors cannot invest. And without investors, businesses will never grow. And of course, without growth, the economies will not expand.
And investors, remember, if an investment offer sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Verify before you invest. SEC, protecting investors, promoting market integrity, driving growth. You know what? You can reach us on our toll-free number, 0800-65.
Do they have the email?
The email? Oh, info@sec.gov.gh. Yeah. Officer.
And please remember that a well-informed investor is a well...
I'm done. Okay, so you can
That's the officer with the fashionable uniform. Thank you.
You do me like I say, Shadie, yen them, boom. He go do them like juju. Kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika, kalika, kakalika.
Was the last part really part of the performance, or the guy was just having a good time? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's appreciate that level of creativity once again. Thank you. And on the performance, we have the following to appreciate and acknowledge. The artistic director is Dr. Della Nume Kavo. Director is Dr. Promise Nyatwame. The composer is Mr. Benedict Saki. Producer is ACFI, and executive producer is SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Let's appreciate the entire crew. Nuhu. Thank you.
All right, so honestly, I think we learned so much from the drama we just had, which will have to do with a personal life experience. Of which today, some of us are so hesitant to invest in businesses, all because we think we are actually going to have, a lot of profits here and there. Trust me, all these investment avenues are not real. As said earlier, SEC is here to protect you. And to those of you who may not have known much about SEC, you can actually visit our website, www.sec.government.gh, and read more about it. Our mission is to regulate, innovate, and promote the growth and development of an efficient, fair, and transparent securities market in which investors and integrity of the market are protected. My dear brothers and sisters, without much ado, we'll actually head straight to our outline again. So this very moment, we're actually going to take a presentation from Dr. Jacob B. Adu. He's actually going to walk us through from saving to investing, smart financial planning for your future. With a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Jacob B. Adu as he comes on stage. Oh, we can do better. We can do better. Let's welcome him.
Thank you very much, and good morning, our distinguished audience. And we welcome you warmly. We call them people who need money. As academics, you will say they are deficit units. Then you have the investors, those who have money and are willing to invest that money into those businesses. A business entity comes to the market to raise money. First of all, you have to submit some documentation, prospectus and other things to SEC to approve that financial instrument you want to sell. So when somebody came here and said he works in some mines, fine, but where was his prospectus? Who has given him approval to raise money from the public? Fine, if I a private entity, private company, one-man business, SEC doesn't cover those ones. So if you go and invest in one-man business, a private company, and you have issues, that is not the SEC matter. SEC deal with public limited liability companies. Companies whose documentation have been verified and approved by the SEC, and therefore they can go to the market and raise money. If you heard recently, Casapreco just last week ended raising money on the market. We have approved all their documentation, and so they had the approval to do what they did. We were looking for 700 million cedis to do some corporate expansion, their factory and everything. At the end of the offer last week, they raised 1.7 billion, 1 billion cedis in broker's app. Verify whether that broker is licensed first before you can then use that address that you see on our website to access that broker's app. Otherwise, somebody can clone something. You might think you are dealing on an app that is certified, but it may be something else. So we have retail investors, just as you and I. We buy shares, we can buy treasury bills, all manner of financial instruments. And then we have institutional investors. These are companies and groups. For instance, pension fund managers. Most of the people here are workers. They contribute to all kinds of pension schemes, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and provident funds and what have you. These pension funds also invest your monies on your behalf. So the pension fund becomes an institutional investor. You have insurance companies. All the premiums that they collect, they invest. So every money that is collected on the market goes into some kind of productive activity. And so if somebody comes here and promises you, I will give you 100% or 200%, you ask yourself, what kind of work is that person going to use that money for to generate that? That's what we should be very, very, very careful about. As we stand here today, government treasury bills, the 91 days is around 5%. The 182 days, if they declare profit. In fact, you could hear AGMs going on these days, and some investors are happy because their companies are paying them dividend. If you invest in shares, you get dividends when the company makes profit, or if the company makes profit. And the value of your shares also grows. MTN, for instance, 2018 was 75 pesos. Today it's around 7 cedis. And some have even done much, much more. So it's about looking at the stock market, you see, and then looking at other financial instruments as well. I mean, treasury bills, bonds, and what have you. And then you make your decision, and probably that will help you grow some money. If as you grow the money, you are providing money for the government and the businesses to thrive. You're also building your own financial security through the dividends, the interest, capital gains, and all other returns that you get in your money. So it is win-win, win-win. But the thing is to make sure the businesses are credible, the people through whom the money is being channeled are also credible, and that is what SEC does to protect and ensure the integrity of the market. Let's go to the savings and investment, almost the last slide. That is where we'll start from. Yes, so almost every market that you go, you need money to go to that market. Whether it is a yam market, tomato market, or the cattle market, wherever, you need money to be able to enter that market. And where does that money come from? Please move to the next slide. Move. Good. Where does that money come from? That money comes from your income. You see, because of the student, I would say your basic income equation is consumption plus what? Savings. That's the basic if you don't do investment. Your income is either consumed or saved. If later you invest, then it comes through. So the money that we're going to use to invest must come from savings. And savings comes from the work that you do to earn the income. So if you consume all your income, you have nothing to save. And so you can't think about going to invest. And as you can see, the word savings has its origins in an Arabic word that implies somebody, a prisoner or a slave, trying to gather some money to free himself or herself. And so if you save, you are saying that you want to have a better future, a better life in the future. So that is what savings is about. But what we want to mention is that you see the money in the bottle, savings. The money is kept there. The money cannot grow. So savings is essentially you are trying to store some value. You see, if you leave your money in the bank, 5%, 6%, some will not even give you charges will also come. By the time you finish, your money will remain in that bottle. So that is not investment. That is saving. So, but it's important. It is the accumulation stage. If you don't accumulate, you can't invest. Please move. You see. So why is it important to save? If and you dream of having children, and you don't set money aside, your child is in SHS, you are waiting for him or her to pass SHS before you start looking for money to take him or her to university, you may be surprised. If he doesn't get accommodation on campus, you're going to pay for hostel, admission fees, all that, feed him or her in school. So you can save for education of your child. You can save to build a house. You can even save to what? Start your own business. These are some goals that you have to set for yourself, which you can save towards them. If you don't put any money aside and you are waiting until that day, that is when you start calling everybody that you know, that my daughter has gained admission to KNUST, I have to pay this and this and this, can you help me? And you might feel your friend is not kind enough, but it could be the reality. He too, his child is there. Please, go back. Avoiding debt. You see, the same way that when you invest, your money multiplies and comes to your benefit. When you borrow, the amount you have borrowed also multiplies and goes against you. So if you don't want to sink too much into debt, some debt are important. You want to borrow to build a house, to do a project, but to borrow and consume, eat, that is not good enough. So if you want to avoid debt, then you have to also begin to save, because if you're going to borrow money from somewhere that charge you 5% a month, in a year 60%, and you could see, and this is compound interest, it will be multiplying. Retirement, even the students, you one day grow, work, and retire. So retirement is not for old people like us and those who are working, the fire service people. They will all retire, isn't it? Yes. And so, you know, these days we have all types of pension schemes, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and what have you. But one thing that workers must remember is that the pension that, especially tier 1 and 2, is based on your basic salary, not your gross salary. So you have people whose allowances are 10 times more than their basic salaries. And sometimes they think that when they go on pension, their pension benefits are worked on their gross salaries. No. It's on your basic. And so that is why we have the tier 3 under Provident Fund that you can channel those monies into as private investment for yourself. That just says that you cannot depend on your pension alone for your survival when you are no longer working. Financial independence. Well, if you have not saved and invested and you have retired, are you going back to your hometown and live in the family house? Who is going to give you money? So you become financially independent. You're always calling people. If you want children, fine. Meanwhile, they may not be working. How do you expect them to look after you? Even though you have looked after them, fine. But if they're not working, they're not working. Next slide. So how do I start saving? People would normally say, second cry, ondufie. The salary when we take, it doesn't even take us home. How much to now think about saving something? And so we end up always asking ourselves, where did my money go? You all ask. Sometimes you can't even collect how you spend your money. The money goes and you think somebody has or may have stolen something from you. That is what all of us do, including all of us. But what you must, if you want to start saving, you must begin to, even if you won't put them down. Think, track your expenses. What do you normally spend on? And are all those expenses needed? Are they all necessary? Are you not having waste in some places? Now, some people, when they wake up, they don't put off their lights. You can see lights all over residential areas. If you ask them, somebody will tell, oh, I use photocell. So in a cloudy weather, the photocell will think that is dark. So your lights will be on the whole day, especially this June. You will see people's bills going up because they're using photocells to control their light. They have taken away the human intervention that they need to use to intervene when such things happen. So that is waste. I don't know about here. Now, young people, Accra, Uber, Bolt. Some people take Bolt to work, take Bolt back home. They want to sit in commercial vehicles. You pay. Shop smart. They just jump in and buy. They don't assess anything. So many shops. You are all holding phones. You know where be aware of prices before you jump and buy. Sometimes you even buy what you don't want. Everybody wants to use iPhone, Samsung, S versions. If you invest that money, you will know how much you will get. Do it yourself attitudes. Everything, especially the men. Somebody, you want to change your bulb. That one, you have to call a Christian, somebody come and change it for you. Can't you buy this ladder? Stand on it and change your own bulb. Everything, do it. Somebody should do it for you. When they come and they are going, you can't just see them and say, oh, Madasi. Does Madasi bring food to the table? No. So let's cut expenses on essentials. Create a budget and make savings a monthly expense. Very important. If you want to wait for what is left before you save, you will never make any savings. Let savings become part of your expenses. Let that money get out of your income and then spend what is left. As I mentioned earlier, develop goals, child education, retirement, a house. Those are goals that help you to save towards them. I've already talked about the pension benefit. If you get your other incomes as workers, use them for something. Don't just add them to the chop money and consume. Next slide, please. How do you start? You see, savings must be consistent, must be regular. You don't save today and then another 6 months, you save something little. By the end of the year, you have set aside maybe money on just 3 occasions. These days, it's not difficult to save. It is not. You can even save on your mobile wallet, can't you? Yes. You can even save your mobile wallet. The thing is, when the money comes, it enters and people too don't want to even open bank account. Whatever, they go and work for somebody, they are paid, they put the money in their pocket. You are not even building any financial history for yourself that one day you can use it to borrow some money. So you can use your bank app. When the money drops into your own bank account, you can create another savings account where you can move the money into. Or you can even use your bank app if you like. Make savings a habit. We have said that earlier. Over here in Ghana, we don't actually have savings as something we even teach our children in school. Anytime you talk about it to the ministry, they'll tell you their curriculum is overloaded. But if you go to the US, about 70% of the population participates in the financial markets. How many do we have in Ghana? Do you see? So even if it is late, you can start now. You see, it is never late. the earlier you start, the better. Now, this is just we don't want to spend much time here. This is how money grows in the please go to the slide before this one. Before this one. Okay. So as we said, after you have saved, you have to grow that money. And you grow that money through investment. So go to the next slide. And investment grows through what we call compound interest. The students know, especially if we're a business student and an economics student, I presume safely that you know how compound interest works. All that it means that as your principal earns interest, the interest you have already earned also earn interest. And so the money grows exponentially. Do you see? And it works also in the opposite direction. If you go and borrow money, the same thing. The interest that you have to pay also grows using the same compound interest principle. And there's this saying, initially, they said it was Albert Einstein that said it, but no, it is not Albert Einstein. It's somebody else that they can't find. It's just somebody who said so. They are saying that compound interest is the eighth. We all know about the seven wonders of the world when you were in elementary schools those days. And people have described the power of compound interest as the eighth wonder of the world. How many compounds it beats imagination. But there's a system to determine it. Please continue. Next slide, please. Good. So this is just one of you see, somebody had small money here, the same thing there, and then you see how the money, to the power of compound interest, growing, and now he has a lot, has built a house and all that. For the economists and the business finance students, you know, this is a formula that you can use to determine. In fact, if you want to let's say you have 100 million in 2 years or 10 years, and you are a finance student, you should be able to plug them into an annuity table. In fact, even with your AI, you don't even need formula. Just tell AI, I want to have 1 million CDs in 10 years. Tell AI 1 million. I want to invest 200 a month. Or tell AI, I want to have 1 million in 10 years at 10%. How much must I invest monthly to get that? You don't even have to go to any formula. So if you all have smartphones, you are students, and you are not using them, then increase the usage. So move on. This is for the students. There's just something later. The formula we saw, if you had plugged some figures in, for instance, this is just for our eyes. If you are investing 100 CDs a month, 100, 200, 300, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, this is what, in fact, 10% is minimum. But if you go to a stock market, they're making much, much higher. This is just an illustration to tell you how money grows. If you are investing 200 CDs for 20 years, to give you, at 10%, to give you like 151, something. So just to illustrate how compound interest works, especially for the students. Let's move on. So when you say investment, it is about committing some money now, or any other resources with the hope of reaping some benefits in the future. So investment is not only investing money. If you are a student and you are studying so that you can get a better future, you are investing your time and some money, of course, into your education. If I am no more studying and I go and buy shares or bonds, I'm also investing. So the underlying point is that in investment, whether you are investing money or time, the principle is that you are sacrificing something now for the benefit you derive or reap or get in the future. you see? And these days, we don't want sacrificing, especially young people. If you don't want to. So this is just what we just said. Investing in simple terms is letting your money or savings work for you. Do you see? It's the act of committing your money today. Yes. So now you go to work every day and come, like our clearly identified workers, fire service. The money you earn is the income you receive at the end of the month. If you're able to invest some of this money, after you have received your salary, your investment will also earn you something. So that is not only the one Mr. Assuming alone. Your money is also working for you. So you add the two, and life becomes a bit manageable. Let's move on. Yes, so we have categories of investments. We have investment that sometimes we call income investment, like building residential property for rentals. You will receive rent every month. So that investment gives you income every time. You can buy treasury bills or government bonds. Government bonds gives you interest every 6 months, what have you. So, I mean, based on your circumstance, you select the investment product that you want. If you are about retiring, this is not the time to go into growth investment. You want money that you can rely on regularly from this time on. So growth investments like stocks, buying shares on the stock capital market, is for long periods. This one I said, let me check how the returns on the stock market has become. I just selected, you all have smartphones. Tell AI, what were the IPO prices of these stocks? If you can mention MTN, EcoBank, Unilever, Benso, select them and ask AI, what were the IPO prices of these shares? What are their current market prices? As a student, business and economics, you can even start studying these financial standards for yourself and try to build something for yourself. You can have a combination of the two, where you have a blend of financial instruments giving you regular income through dividend and interest, and at the same time growing. So in the future, if you want to disinvest, get out of that investment, you can sell. Yes. So these are some of the instruments. Whatever I've said here, others will come and elaborate further. So treasury bills, these are some of the financial investment products. You just walk to your bank, you tell your bank, I want to buy treasury bills. They'll buy for you. You can tell your bank you want to do fixed deposit. They move money into your bank account, and then it will be in the fixed deposit instrument. Commercial paper is not done at the bank unless it is being sold through the bank. These are papers that businesses issue. Is borrowing. Commercial paper is a debt instrument. A company wants to raise money for a short term, maximum 270 days, maximum. And it has interest. Sometimes we had one some 2 years ago, and it was hugely subsidized. Thank you, Mrs. Bauer. Good. You have shares. You buy shares on the stock market, composite stock return on the Ghana Stock Exchange. There are always reports there. Mutual funds, you go to SEC website, you can see the high-performing mutual funds in the second row, 22, 31, and their average. So there are some that are doing well, there are some that are doing not so well, and there are some that are in the middle somewhere. Let me summarize this. If you are saving, it's for a short term. Do you see? Investment is long term. If you are saving, I mean, the risk is low. That is why the return is low. If you are investing stocks, bonds, or real estate, it goes into the long period, and so the return is likely to be high. Savings, the money is there. You go there and you organizer or understand. Retail investors, I've mentioned that already. You and I, as individuals, are retail investors. Institutional investors are the companies that invest on our behalf and get us money. Next point. Please move. No, before this one, yes. Financial planning is just about analyzing your current financial situation, looking at where you want to be and the actions that you must take you to save based on targets. If you don't have any goal, what motivates you to save? So if your goal is to pay off your debt, do a mortgage, down payment, emergency for retirement planning, all these ones will help you to have a target. Next, you have mentioned these ones in passing. This is very important. These are sayings by some two important persons. The first one is a financial educator. So it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. People, you may ignore the how many generations you keep it for. That is legacy. You went somewhere and there's, even I'm not satisfied myself in my generation, how much more legacy for other people. But the point is, it doesn't depend upon how much you earn. It is how much you're able to put aside. And this man wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that book. The second one is this popular man, Warren Buffett. He said, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after what? Saving. The second person is one of the first 10 billionaires in the world, Warren Buffett. And so if these people are telling you this, you have no reason to doubt them. And also look, the first person is in his 80s now. He's still alive. The second person is in the 90s. He's still alive. So even as they are saving, they are also what? Taking good care of their health. So if you save and you invest and you die soon and you leave that money, what have you done? Let us all, even as we save, take good care of ourselves so you enjoy the fruits of our labor. Thank you.
Dr. Edu, thank you. We have a lot of presentations. However, what I can assure you is it's not just going to be engaging. These are going to be brief sessions so that we can spend a lot of time to take your questions and also engage. Our next presentation is looking at understanding investment options, securities market product, and the presenter is Mr. McNamara Peter Brown, Manager Policy Research with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Let's welcome Peter.
Good afternoon. Yes, izina obo no ye fanti dini nti ma ba mukrum oza make a fanti kakra. Enti enuanom na adofo na ye maame na ye papa ye hiem wa ha. Memo wana ha wajimi ani ado. Okay, that's nice. Memo the aha is slow kakra. Enti with the permission of the chairman, I don't know if we can stand up a bit and then wind our waist small. Yes. I am not really feeling the energy in the room. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to use our waist to spell University of Cape Coast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that we are going to use our waist to spell Cape. Or I should make it Cape Coast. Only Cape. UCC, no, UCC is too small. So let's do Cape. So we are doing C. Oh, I'm not seeing you. C. Okay, so we are doing A. And then we are doing P. And then E. Hey, please relax or you break your waist. Okay, thank you so much. So please, we can sit. Okay. Okay, so I believe Dr. Edu has laid a foundation for us this morning. So I'll just zoom straight into the presentation. I have a small video. Yesterday night when I was going through my slides and I was surfing through social media, I saw an interesting video on TikTok. So I would want us to pay critical attention to the video that we have on the screen. I will be asking questions after the video is done. So please let's pay attention to the video on the screen. So media, please can you play the video? I think we can start. This is the end of it. No, we can start from the beginning. This is like the middle or the end of it. Yes. Please, did we all get insight from the video? Or we want us to play it again? Okay, so I would want to ask a few questions about what we learned from the video. So I don't know if the mic can go around. Anyone can raise up their hands. All answers are correct. No one is wrong. I can see a hand here. Yeah.
So I am Berima Fosuchi Abo Samuel Oriakeku, and I was 300 Bachelor of Arts Social Sciences student at the University of Cape Coast. Now, what I witnessed is that the other half of the video portraying investing $20 a day. Within a space of 50 years, he was able to accumulate over 10.8 million US dollars. Whereas the one who was saving $20 a day was only able to accumulate around $365,000 in the space of 50 years, which tells me that saving is good because it helps you accumulate wealth. But then investment gives you returns on the money that you want to save. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, anyone, just the last point. No, I want someone from fire service. Yes. Please, if you don't pick the mic, I'll mention your name. Oh. Okay, so I think there is someone at the back, so we can give the mic to the person.
Okay, so my name is Ishmael, reading Bachelor of Commerce Accounting. So one thing I learned from the video is that with regards to investment, it's not about how much you save. The little you save a day can accumulate wealth in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I think basically we've been able to define what investment is. So investment is sacrificing the resources you have today that you can consume for future use. So in investment, you are putting your money aside for your money to work for you for future benefits. Please let's roll. Next slide. Okay. So there are several reasons why we invest. And one of the main reasons we invest is to beat inflation. I remember those days on campus, we used to buy kenke for 1 cedi. I don't know if kenke sells at 1 cedi today. Yesterday, I was even told one ball goes for 20 cedis. Hey. Okay, so one of the main reasons why we invest is to beat inflation. Every now and then, prices of products are going up. If you say you are saving, you won't be able to keep afloat with the rates at which inflation goes up. So inflation is one of the main reasons why we invest. So the next one is we all have life goals. And as students here, I think when they were giving us the drama display, someone mentioned that he wants to buy a Honda Civic. So if you want to acquire that, you need to invest. And investing, that's someone's life goal. Someone also has a life goal of maybe pursuing his education or something, or even building a house. So when you invest, you'll be able to, achieve all those things. There is a saying that Rome wasn't built in a day. So the more you invest, the more that you can achieve more of your life goals. We also invest over time to be able to build wealth. So we saw the quote by Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is one of the richest people on earth. And those people were able to accumulate their wealth through investments. They were investing in various, investment vehicles. He is very active on the stock market, what we have in Ghana as the Ghana Stock Exchange. And when we invest, we are able to contribute to economic growth. So how many of us know it is now Accra International Airport? It is no longer Kotoka. How many of us know? Yes. Kotoka or Accra International Airport came into being because of the bonds that government was able. One of the critical questions that we also need to ask is, what experience do you have in investing in any investment vehicle? You don't go into something that you don't understand. How many of us have phones? Do we know how MTN generates money? How many of us know how MTN generates money? Yes, so the data that we buy, that's how they generate money. So if you want to invest in MTN, at least you have some basic understanding of how they operate. So if you are investing in their shares, you understand how the business operates, so you are good on that side. And they say that the lower the risk, the lower the returns. If you want a higher risk, then it means you have to also expect a higher return. So you also have to know your risk appetite. If you know that you can't take a higher risk, you don't go into something that when you lose your money, you come back crying. So you always need to be cautious. You have to know your risk levels, and you have to know the amount of money that you have, and so that you'll be able to know the kind of product that you can invest into. These are some of the investment products that we have in our market. So we period to the extent that in 2025, if you had a very well diversified portfolio on the Ghana Stock Exchange, you were going to make around 79% returns on your shares, on your investments that you make on the Ghana Stock Exchange. As at the close of the first quarter, that is 31st March, the market had returned almost 49%. So you can see that we are in an exciting time on the Ghana Stock Exchange. But those who will benefit are those who want to go on a long haul. So if you want to invest and then benefit, I remember when GCB came onto the market. So if a telco is listed on the market, at least we understand their business model. We know how they can generate money. And now with the advent of AI, you don't need to be an economics student or a finance student to be able to, assess the performance of a company. You just take their financials. You can just take a picture, put it in an AI, tell the AI to analyze it for you. It will just break down everything for you. So now we are in a world that you don't need to be a specialist in an area for you to understand the happenings in those areas. And before you invest, you have to know the reputation and then the leadership of a company. So for instance, I'm not sure we'll invest in a company where the MD or the CEO is a drunkard. No one will do that. We want to invest in a company where, there are sound people with the right qualification managing those companies. You have to know the debt situation of the company. Debt is not the future of the company. We now are in a digital age and things are changing. They are evolving quickly. So you always have to keep tabs and then know the future of the company that you are going to invest in. MTN started, we're doing a lot of calls. Now, I don't know if people actually make calls because of the advent of WhatsApp. So now they are moving to data. And you can even see that even mobile money is also generating a lot of money for them. And it is also coming to be like a whole entity on itself. So you have to know the company that you are going to invest in. We've mentioned the www.sec.gov.gh. If you want a stockbroker, just go onto our website. There is a tab named licenses. When you go there, we have a list of market intermediaries there. We have the stockbroker, the ownership in them. So they are required to publish their financials quarterly and then annually, and some even do semi-annually. Subscribe to various business channels, finance channels. I see how many of us are on TikTok? Hey, today no one wants to raise their hands. Interesting. If you go on YouTube, there are a number of channels on YouTube, educative channels on YouTube that you can learn about finance. Don't be too obsessed with fluctuations on the market. Like I said, the stock market, when you go onto it, there are peaks and then troughs. If you go on the long term, definitely we are going to benefit from it. Please go back to my previous slide. It is important for me. Please go back to the previous slide before this one. Okay, let's go forward. Sorry. Okay, so now we are going to talk about bonds. So when we talk about bonds, like the way you go to bank to borrow money from them, this time around, it is the reverse of it. So when government wants money, government will issue bonds. Then we buy into it. So now we are the ones going to lend money to government and then companies who need money. So government comes onto the bond market to raise monies to do all the infrastructure projects that we see. Companies come onto the market to raise bonds, to expand their businesses, create employment for people and all that. So in recent times, we saw Casapreco, apart from going on to the Ghana Stock Exchange, they went onto the GIFIM, that we call the Ghana Fixed Income Market, to raise some bonds. So those bonds were also used to expand the operations of Casapreco. And a number of businesses are doing that. Bonds are also a type of investment product or an investment vehicle. And there are several benefits to bonds. It is a fixed income security. So when we say something is fixed income security, they give you a guaranteed rate, interest rate. What we, in the bond parlance, we call it coupon rate. So every 6 months, they pay you a coupon. And then at the end of the period, when government issues maybe a bond, please, I'm not hearing you. We all eat. Yeah, so my Goberians. Yes. So I have one on the left. I have one on the right. Which one would you go for? You're going for the left. Okay, so this is my right. So you're going for the left. Right. Okay, so you're going for the right. Please, why would you go in for the right? You want assorted stuff. Assorted gobe, I like that. Yes. So please, let's roll. So that is how a collective investment scheme works. So I've spoken about the equities, I've spoken about the bonds. So many of us struggle to understand some of the things that I spoke about. With the collective investment schemes, you have professionals who are able to pull resources from all of us sitting here. So with a little amount that you have, you know that you can't go straight to buy a bond. The Casapreco, I think the limited shares you could buy was around 2,000 shares or so. And I know all of us don't have that sum of money. So with a little that we have, maybe 200 cedis a month, we can decide that we will put that in a collective investment scheme where we would have professionals that will manage the scheme for us. Okay, so there are various types of collective investment schemes. We have the unit trust, you have the mutual funds, they all pool resources. We have the fixed income one. So the fixed income one is specifically a portfolio built for fixed income securities. So I mentioned that bonds are fixed income securities. We have commercial papers. They are also fixed income. They are also fixed income securities. So with a fixed income one, they primarily invest in maybe bonds and then treasury instruments. When you say treasury instrument, they are the treasury bills and then the treasury notes that we all know, the 91 day, 182 days, and then the 364, 365 days instruments. So with that one, it is a portfolio of fixed income instruments. And then we have money market funds. So they also invest in short-term investment vehicles like the 91 days. So investment vehicles that have maturities for 1 year. So the money market ones invest in those ones. And then we have the equity fund. So those ones, their investment objective is primarily to invest in equity instruments. So they invest in only shares listed on the market or any other unlisted shares. Yeah, so that's how that one came from all angles. Then we create a portfolio. They are professionally managed. How many of us want to build houses here or want to own houses here? How many of us have the money to own it? Get the professional fund manager to manage it for you. Please, let's roll. Let's roll. No, before this one. Next. Okay. Now, how do we get into the fund management sector? Like the tab that I showed, you go onto our website, you see the licenses there. We have fund managers. There are a list of fund managers. And like I said, now that the scheme that you are choosing actually fits your investment objectives. Because some of us are so much interested in maybe shares, investing in shares alone. So with that one, you can just invest in an equity fund. So that one, you have the fund only investing in equities. And then every collective investment scheme comes with something that they call prospectus. So just like when a company is issuing an IPO, they come with a prospectus. The same thing also applies here. They will tell you the investment objective of the scheme, where they are going to place the money and everything. They will give you all the information about the investment scheme, what we call full disclosure. So they will do full disclosure to you. Everything that you need to do, everything that you need to know, they will take you through. Please, let's roll. Let's roll. Okay. So I can't go without telling you this story. It's sad, but I mean, there are some exciting things to also pick from it. So you see the family here. It's a beautiful family. So a couple with their little girl. They went on a weekend trip to Accra. So on their trip back to, no, let's go back. On their trip back to Accra, to Cape Coast, it's a Cape Coast story. I know many of you relate to it. On their trip back to Cape Coast from Accra, they had an accident at Apam Junction, and he lost both parents. So he was just left with a little girl. But what happened was that you had the couple invest so much. They were actually teachers in Cape Coast here. So they were investing in a collective investment scheme. So they had some monies there for the little girl. That is what they purposed to invest the money for. So they had some money there. The money was actually able to take the girl through school. At the time, the girl was a little girl of around 6 years. She was able to get to the training college. And by God's grace, he also learned from the habits of the parents. And what she did was, I mean, being a teacher, she was able to put aside 400 cedis monthly. So she was investing 400 cedis monthly of her money. And at the time, she was even making an average returns of around 15%. So in the first year, she made around 5,144 cedis from the investment that she was doing. The second year, she made around 11,115. And in the third year, she was able to grow the money from 18,000. So this is where the compound interest work. So you are getting interest on your interest. So that's how much she was able to grow her money. And to tell you, this girl was able to come to UCC to do a B.Ed education program. And she was able to do well. She graduated from school. She went further to do a master's degree. And to tell you, she's now a lecturer, that she owns a car, she owns a house, she's been able to marry. So that is how investment works. So I believe we will all learn from this. I'll tell you a story that someone told me on our trip. We went on the same investor education thing in Ho, and someone actually told me a story. Please, let's roll. Yes. So it was just this gentleman. I don't want to mention his name, but I'm tempted to. So he was a student at the Ho Technical University. At the time that he was in school, he was saving 200 cedis because the father was a mechanic. So he went to, let's roll. Okay. So the question I have for you is, where do you fall? Now look at the person sitting by you and ask the person, where do you fall? Or you are not able to look at the person sitting beside you. So read. So we are starting. Look at the person. Look into the eyes of the person. If you can touch his nose, just touch his nose before you start. Yes. So ask the person, where do you fall? When money comes, please, we are reading, so we are reading together. Where do you fall? Yes. Ask the person, which one are you? Which one are you? Okay, so please let's roll. Okay, so we have a lot of students here. As possible that you can, please make sure you read these books that I have referenced on the slide. So if you can take pictures of it, just take pictures of it and then later you read all these books. They are very helpful in shaping our financial goals. Yeah, please, we can move on to the next one. Yes. We as SEC2, we try as much as possible to also publish information as much as possible. So I spoke about our newsletters. So you can go on our website, the www.sec.gov.gh. You can get some of our newsletters. It contains a lot of information, particularly for our business students. And then please let's roll. We also the economy and a whole lot. So you can learn so much from our websites, getting the annual report and then the quarterly report. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. I think we've learned so much. Starting from today, I think I'll be the first person to invest before we leave. All right, so my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, here comes another presentation that we need to take again. I'm very much confident that before we leave this podium, we'll actually be transferred to a billionaire mindset. And I'm a boy. Oh, we are not enjoying it. I can see that. Because in the next 5 years, you may not see me like the way I am today. I'll come here with my Range Rover. That's just by the way. So please, at this very stage, we actually take another presentation from Mr. Zakaria Haruna Baba. He's the Deputy Chief Manager for SEC. And he's going to walk us through spotting investment scams early and protecting yourself from fraud. With a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Zakaria Haruna Baba. He's the Deputy He's the Deputy Chief Manager for SEC. Oh, we can do better. Let's welcome him as he comes on stage.
Thank you very much. I've just been warned that we are far behind time. I have not even started. Meanwhile, this is my school. I left here some 26 years ago. I'm not a small boy. But one thing I miss about UCC, I've not heard about it when I came. So I'm rolling my soundtrack here. Unfortunately, this thing is not working. So let me start. Okay, I'm coming to talk about fraudulent investment scheme. Now, a lot of discussions have gone on to talk about savings, talk about investment. Now, you gather the money, and then somebody will just come from nowhere and come and take it away. Is it not annoying? But you see, it's like economics. We have demand and supply. Somebody is supplying the product to you, and you also demand. So the two must go. Otherwise, the business will not go. So if he's supplying the fraudulent scheme to you in the market, he doesn't get people to what? To demand the product. Can he survive? So that's why we are here. So don't Android phones. How many of us are using the YAM these days? It's Android phone. So we have all the icons, all the platforms, all the apps in our phones, and we use it. So they target us. As soon as you open your Facebook account, some messages are coming, adverts are coming. So it reaches a lot of people in our space. It also serve as what? Effective tool to sell product and services. And very convenient to hide identities. Facebook, you can open a Facebook account with any name at all. You don't need to mention your name. I have Facebook account, you go, you will see my name. You get a point. But I'm on Facebook. So it's very effective. And it's very, also what? It's less costly. You don't need to open an office, pay lights bills, pay staff. Just open the Facebook account or open any social media account. You have your business doing. Let's move on. So we are going to watch some few videos. Let's skip this one. Let's skip. Okay, this is my favorite one. This one summarizes all that I'm going to say. So even if after video I don't say anything, I'm okay. Please. So just 6 minutes. So let's roll on. Please go on. It's not coming.
Brother, we for make money. We can't continue like this. We have to make money.
No, we have to make money. Now, so you take explain that to me. You carry me all the way from Nigeria, come Ghana. Tell me say Ghana, money for Ghana. You don't tell me say we for make money.
Eh?
Why you don't tell me now?
I don't tell you what. The time they come, you call me.
Oh.
The moment you call me, tell me say, oh, yeah, this man I Ghana.
So,
I be magician.
Why you don't tell me say this hard for you?
How many years this? I tell you say Ghana money they Ghana. How many years now? You they come Ghana, you don't call me. My year no you are there Accra. You there Accra.
Don't carry me come on.
So now it be my fault.
Yes, it's your fault. You invited me. I carry my last savings, come Ghana. Don't want to give me here.
Yo, me then you go carry a this thing, carry you. Or carry
free bus there to Ghana, Nigeria. Make I go. Find me free bus to Nigeria. I want to go.
Nothing free day.
Oh.
Nothing day Ghana again. Where be free?
That's I've been mistaken.
Everything where he not be free again.
Oh, that's what you now look me now. What you go make poor man go invite poor man. Oh. And I accept the invite. Look at me. What did poor man they do with poor man?
Oh, today they call me poor man?
Yes.
Okay, what go Nigeria?
So poor man invite me from Nigeria to Ghana, I come.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You go what go Nigeria?
I didn't see from the far.
You go what go Nigeria?
What's the problem? Why are you guys arguing? Let me blow your mind. Let me take you to something that's going to sweet you.
I have a business that if you invest 5,000 Ghana cedis on it
Please, let's
today,
pay attention
in 2 days'
here.
time, you will hit a jackpot of 100,000 Ghana cedis. You become a millionaire under 2 days. It's a good news I've brought for you guys this afternoon. So,
Wait, 100,000 Ghana cedis?
yes, if you invest 5,000 Ghana cedis, and within 2 days you make 100,000. You mean, listen, I'm telling you, many guys have been doing it and they're making money. Bros, sit down. Feel all right.
My brother, don't be a fool. Not fake. A fake, 5,000. Mr. Man, with due respect, get out of this place.
Okay. See, 5,000 Ghana, you go invest 5,000 Ghana. Then 2 days you go get 100,000 Ghana. Just if that can business they Ghana, everybody no go be rich. Look at his show. If he get that business, look at his show.
Eh? You know, so that's why I carry him to move. Now beat, I won't go beat him. You want to beat with the same voice my head. I'm wise.
To you.
I'm wise.
Yes, you are wise, eh?
Grown up, you want to scam a grown-up investor like me?
They send them to you because your body poverty. Show that poverty. Where is poverty? Left poverty. Everywhere poverty.
I they come.
Just
a minute. Man.
Sabinus, huh? Why your face? If you deal with me, they hide your phone.
You know they hide your own phone?
Me? I know I hide my phone.
Show me your phone.
You know my phone be there.
Nah, show me.
Why you hide your
show
phone?
me your own. You want
You. You see your life.
What is it?
Sabinus, you are coming on becoming.
I dey fear your way.
You, me, you dey fear my way.
Yes, you dey hide something from me.
I know they trust you.
Your way, no,
your way, you.
I dey hide something from me.
I dey suspect you, Sabinus. You. God go punish you. You.
This one.
Yeah.
This one where they cry.
Me? I dey cry.
What in tears they do for your eye?
Oh, this be sweat.
It be sweat.
Yes.
Just say that sweat.
Yeah, it be sweat. Why it be your sweat?
Bismarck, I don't understand you these days. You say you be my friend. You dey hide your phone. Now you dey cry. You never tell me what they make you cry. What's the problem?
Sorry, I know they cry. I dey cry. You dey see say you see what you see tears on my face. I say I know they cry. What be your problem?
Oh, yeah, they go.
Don't tell me they go.
Go make I go my way. No one to get anything to do with you again. They go.
Listen, they go.
They go. Just they go. Just they go. They go house. They go. They go.
Don't tell me they go. They go. Don't sack you.
They go. Why you stop? They go now.
Yes, extra patient to end.
This is the day, amen. This is the day, amen. The day of the Lord, amen. Of the Lord.
Now, this is where the trouble comes.
This is the day, amen. 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 The day of the Lord.
Yes, Mr.
Amen.
Man, how can I help you?
Yeah, Mr. Man, how are you?
I'm okay.
Actually, I'm looking for the owner of this house, your organ.
There's no other owner of this house. This is my house.
Your house?
Yes.
You get me, you misuse your opportunities.
This is my house, Mr.
So you want to tell me you don't know your guy
Don't
again?
insult me. This is my house.
I'll show you your guy. This young man here.
Blackie.
Yes.
This boy is a scammer. He has been scamming people up and down. Every year he scams people. In this, even this, the next house here. He went there, he posted that this is his house.
Hey!
I hope you didn't give me your money. If you have given your money, please, I don't want problems. Please get out. Get out, please. Please get out. Get out, please.
Photo. Hey!
Sabi?
Bismarck. Good afternoon.
And they ask you what they do for you.
How is the family?
Which family? See, my family born, my father, my mother, my grandmother, everybody vex me. Don't even ask of my family at all. What did they do for you?
Hey!
What, you do am?
I do am. You do am?
I do am.
Oh!
Now even road to go to I cannot do.
You can stop the video. You do I do You see, initially, as if they were not going to do it, but you realize that They're all interested. Yeah. There's also a power of AI now, which is becoming a new trend. They use the AI. We all know what AI is. Who doesn't know what AI is? Artificial intelligence. It's just like using, it's a use of technology, what? You behave like a human, being. So they use it to do a lot of things on social media. You know this gentleman, which television station you see? Joy, very credible television station. They have their website. They use AI to mimic their voices. If he speaks now, you think he's the person who is speaking, but it's not like that. But you look at what they have written there. Investment platform guarantees income up to 11,000 per week. Please just let the video roll small. I want you to show another personality.
Tens of thousands of Ghanaians over 40
Just listen
are
to the
quitting
voice,
their
as
jobs
if
and
it's the
retiring,
person who is
all
talking.
thanks
Meanwhile,
to a
it's
new
AI.
financial platform developed by the government. Read the details in our reports.
I want to tell you that today is your lucky day.
he's
I don't
the
know if
whole
everyone will be
minister
able to
for
watch
what?
this broadcast,
Communication.
but only those lucky enough to find it will be able to take
And he's
advantage of
speaking
this
like
opportunity. You have to understand, it's impossible to give
advertising
everyone access to
what?
this financial
Investment
platform
scheme.
and suddenly become millionaires.
They
Let's get
use
down
the
to business.
excellency,
Yes,
His Excellency,
with a
the
small
president.
investment
He uses his
of
voice to use the ministers.
2,750
So please, if you see these things,
Ghanaian cedis, they
please,
can earn
very
over
circumspect
11,000 cedis per week. It's
in dealing
absolutely
with such
possible.
people.
It's like an early retirement or a promotion.
Okay,
that
so let's
multiplies
move
your
to the
savings.
next video.
Now, listen.
Tens of
There's another one where it's taking off. So you just go back. I want to stress on the AI because of the figures they are using. Please, these people, in fact, we've been able to trace, to know those who are behind it, but they are not in this country. When you go into the link, a white man will call you. You know, Ghanaians, anything white, we think that is what? Is genuine. He said he's calling from what? South Africa. They'll call you from South Africa and say they have license in South Africa. They have license in what? Seychelles. And this particular entity, in fact, I don't have permission of my Director General to mention it, but this entity was also doing the similar thing in Nigeria. And Nigeria SEC has come out to issue public warning against this. Now, they are now coming to Ghana. I know this program is streaming live on Facebook. We are here warning that those people that they should desist from what they are doing here. We are watching them and we'll come after them with law enforcement agencies. So please, they should take note of that. So let's move on. So from the videos, we can all see the features of fraudulent investment scheme. The first feature is what? The business is not licensed. We all saw the drama. They ask the person, have you licensed? You say, driver's license. What driver license are you talking about? You see, you are talking about SEC license. So the first issue is that they are not licensed. They promise what? Unreasonable high returns. We all heard what Doc said. You can get up to 10% a year on genuine investment product. But these people will what? What do you call it? 100%, just 100%, 700%. And this thing. So that's the issue. They use the technology. We all saw what they were using. So that's it. Let's move on. So they what do you call it? They operate from unknown location. They won't tell you where they are located. Most of the time you see them, at that time you don't, or they also see them. They apply false testimonies. They use very credible people in society to tell you that, oh, the person has invested, the person has done this and that. And you think that they are genuine. It's not like that. They, use a lot of products. They can use any product at all. Even the person who started Ponzi scheme, all aware of Ponzi scheme. What did he start with? He used postal stamps to defraud people. So anything at all they can do. They can use, even cassava, they can use it to defraud you. To say you should invest in the cassava. If prices go up, they'll pay you. So these are the things. So the way you also even come and mention shares and bonds, and for you to know that They are not licensed, but they use any product at all to deceive you. Let's move on. So what are the preventive measures? If you know the features, then you know the preventive measures. The first and most important thing is what? To know the licensing status of those people. Anybody who comes to say that he wants you to do investment, the first contact is where? SEC. You can contact SEC. In fact, if you go to SEC website, a lot of businesses or a lot of licensees that are listed there. We have credit rating agency, unit trust, mutual fund, hedge fund, private equity, all of them. So anybody, take note of, you can take screenshot of this, or you can go to our website. Anybody who comes to you to tell you that he's doing any of these businesses, please. But before I go, we have registrars in the universities. So I'm not talking about that registrars. The registrars are a type of business where, they register your what investment, what do you call it? They have your register. If you buy shares or you buy bonds, they keep those registers with them. So they need to have license with us. I think we only have one registrar or two. A license. Okay, so let's move on. Then recent platforms, and we sanction a lot of companies doing this type of business without license. When you do such things without license, we'll come after you, we'll sanction you, we'll penalize you. You see, and some of them are credible down, but moving forward, we are going to start prosecuting them seriously. So SEC will not go to sit down to allow people to come into our market to muddy the waters. All right, let's move on. Now, we also have cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of fraudsters use the cryptocurrency. They used to tell you that, oh, Bitcoin is very profitable. You invest so that we'll trade it for you and then you get your return. So even now, we used to not to license cryptocurrency. Now, the bill has been passed. So anybody who comes to tell you that he's doing cryptocurrency, ask whether he has what? SEC license. So they don't have any excuse again to use cryptocurrency to defraud anybody. So these are the types of virtual assets that were SEC license according to the Act. So you identify the features. We'll continue with the preventive measures. You identify the features. You should always be what? Suspicious of what they are telling you. You understand the scheme, understand it before you invest into it. And you try to know the people who are behind it. And the most important thing is that you ask questions or you contact SEC. So it's the responsibility of all of us to what? To report such schemes to us. So you go to our website, there's a number there, or we can share the number with you. You report to us. If you are found guilty with in collaboration with law enforcement agents, we will arrest you. We have arrested a number of people like that, and they are being under investigation. Thank you very much. You made me to rush.
Thank you. Do we continue with the presentations? Yes? Yes? How many are saying no? Just give me a wave. Majority carries the vote. We have, so I think right from the initial or the preliminary comments that we received, we got the understanding that today's session is a workshop, right? So it's actually a workshop. It's a lot of training for us. So pardon us, but we'll soon be ending so that you could ask all the questions. Paul Mante will deliver a presentation on from financial literacy to financial independence. And Paul will make it very, very brief. Paul, should I give you 5 minutes? Would that work? It won't work. Okay. But do less than 10 minutes. That will work, right? You're not committing.
My regulator is here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me go straight to the point. I'll try to do as quickly as possible. And I'm also excited to be here because I was in a business school. I left 25 years ago. Yeah. So I am speaking to you on from financial literacy to financial independence. It's important to state, and financial independence does not begin with how much you earn. It begins with how well you steward what passes through your hands. Let me add that limited income is not a life sentence. It's a starting point that wisdom, discipline, and planning can transform. Maybe I'll add one more here. Poverty is not only the absence of money. Sometimes it's the absence of a roadmap that will help you become financially independent. And we are excited about this presentation because, Joshua, let's go. Next slide. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time I checked, there is a company in the USA called Walmart. When you look at the revenue of that one company in the USA, the revenue for 2025 is 2.2 times the GDP of 30 African countries. So the conversation, and look, we cannot change this narrative without having this conversation we are having, without developing our capital market. When you look at the GDP of California state in the USA, that California state, move to the next slide quickly. The GDP of that one state is 1.5 times the GDP of the African continent. Let me ask you an important question. Next slide, and next slide because of time. And next slide. I'm skipping a few slides for you, ma'am. This is an important question everybody needs to ask yourself. If you lost your job today, for how many months, how many years could you survive without salary? Answer? 2 days. God have mercy. Look, next slide quickly. If you are less than 3 months, you are in the red. Financially, you need to see a doctor immediately. You need to go through a surgery. If you are 3 months to 6 months, 3 months to 1 year, you are in the amber. You still need to improve quickly. But everybody needs to move in the green. Here, we've done it over and over. I think in 2015, we spoke to a school and a teacher followed up. And this is a guy who is still teaching. Next slide, please. This is a guy who is still teaching. And today, he's making about 80,000 cedis every month on return on investment, even though he's on a salary of 6,000 cedis. So it's practical. You see, traditionally, this has been the thinking. Get a good education, find a good job with some secure benefit. You work till you are 60 and you get a good pension. This thinking belongs to the old school. In the new way of thinking, the year 2026 and beyond, everybody needs to manage personal finances so that you can save. Doc has explained savings to us already. Deferred consumption. But it's not enough to save. Beyond savings, the money must work to generate returns. And the reason why you are investing is that you want to become financially independent. What does financial independence mean? It simply means you get to that stage in life where with or without salary, you can live the life you want to live. So watch me and watch it. If you need 10,000 cedis every month for your desired lifestyle, you're going to need 120,000 a year. That is 10,000 multiplied by 12 months. If you have investment of 1 million cedis and you can get 18%, that gives you 180,000 a year. If you divide that by 12, your investment gives you 15,000 a month. Meanwhile, you need 10,000 a month. At this point in time, with or without salary, your investment can take care of you. And my prayer is everybody here will become financially independent. I will attempt to touch on some few keys very quickly that will help you to become financially independent. Key number one is that decision you need to take. Everybody needs to take a decision that I want to become financially independent. Poverty and riches are both based on decisions. If you don't decide to be rich, you will be poor. And the truth is the lack of money is a major source of stress, a major source of stress in our lives and relationships. We thank God for prayer and fasting, but you can pray and fast and still die of hunger. Who said money is not important? Who said that this life is not all about money, but money must be understood? In fact, almost everything physical can be answered with money. Money will give you the ability to do more things. And more things here means more things, including more things, plus more things. And money, money will give you access to better healthcare facilities. Money will give you access to better educational opportunities. There is a story I don't get tired sharing. The year 2009, Director General, I spoke to some young people in a youth camp. I spoke on the topic, see you at the top. I finished, a young teenager walks to me, gives me a handshake, and tells me that I am in secondary school. Watch out for me. I'll make 8 A1s. Results came, she made 8 A1s. What do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. Bought forms to the university. Admission came, her name was not on the list. We followed up, we were told if she will be a fee-paying student, she will be admitted. But this young lady has lost a father. The single mother of 4 called me and told me there is no way I can raise that money. And everybody school were anybody I knew, I sent the results. Charlie, help this daughter for me. Help this daughter. A friend asked that, let her come for protocol letter. She gained late admission into the medical school, regular student. As I talk to you today, she's a medical doctor. I know we are running behind time, but the conversation we are having this afternoon is a life-changing conversation. And anytime I remember that young lady, one statement is clear in my mind. Poverty makes nonsense of intelligence. Who said money is not important? I've even been told money makes marriage and relationship better. I was speaking to a bank last week, and I asked them, Charlie, if you are married to a man, they be a financial trafficker channel. They don't pay rent. They are not paying school fees. How do you call those men? And they were typing their names. Opana, Ojam, Asemesi, Yakubu, Salome. And then I did a follow-up. If the man, you ask for 2,000, he will give you 5K. You are there at $1,000, bone straight. Those men, what do you call them? Odogu. God forgive all of you. And these are some of the names. They said, chairman, Mura, my lord, boss. A full grown man can be called babe. If you're a man here, lift up your hand and say, I will make money. Hey, if you don't make money, a friend of mine bought a BMW 5 Series for the wife last year. I called this guy, he wasn't picking, so I called the wife. So I'm looking for your husband. I said, hold on, my husband is here. And all I could hear behind was, honorable. The guy is called honorable at home. For those who believe in the Bible, Proverbs 22:7, the Bible says, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. Money will do 2 important things to you. You redeem time redemption. You do things quickly. And number 2, you don't delay. 3 things will hinder you from taking off. 1, procrastination. 2, excuses. 3, blame. You need to act based on the things we are discussing today. Number 2 is that you need to learn to pay yourself every month. So a lot of us work hard, but listen to me. Watch what we do. We work hard. Once we earn the salary, we start. Landlord, ECG, MTN, water, school fees. Where is the money? Finish. When it's finished, you ask yourself one important question. What is today's date? Because anticipate payday. Then you encourage yourself. Before you realize the salary will come and it is all gone again. And before you realize you've worked for 20 years and the money comes and money goes. Listen to me, there is a law called the Parkinson law. The Parkinson law explains why most people will retire poor. The Parkinson law states that no matter how much people earn, they will always adjust their lifestyle to match their salary. So as salary is increasing, people are adjusting lifestyle. I spoke in a church in Takwa. I asked them, how many of you are not investing because your salaries are not enough? Everybody lifted their hand. I did a follow-up. How many of you believe that if your salary is doubled, now it will be enough? Let me see by hand. Everybody lifted their hand. I called 10 people at random. I gave them pieces of paper. Everybody write your salary for me. The lowest income earner was earning 350 cedis. In their mind, if it is double to 700, it's a breakthrough. But among the 10, one was earning 11,000 cedis. One was earning 20,000 Ghana cedis. The guy earning 350 thinks it's not enough. The guy earning 20K thinks it's not enough. No salary will be enough until you cultivate the habit of savings and investing. And one way to do it is to learn to pay yourself. If you believe in tithing, pay your tithe of 10%, 10, 20, 70. If you don't, you can still give 10% to society. But 20% of every earnings must be invested on the capital market. Look, and invest all windfalls. Windfall is any money you haven't budgeted to receive. That can't have a proverb. They say, only the wise bite bones out of eggs. Money is like an egg. You can consume it today, or you can hatch it into a chicken and you bite bones out of egg. And you should never forget that income is like whatever money that comes to you is like a fruit. Within every fruit, there is seed and food. Eat the fruit, don't eat the seed. But the way to do that is you got to watch spending habit. Watch first time spending. Your salary must dictate what you eat, not your appetite. Avoid the impulse buying. Watch the utilities. Don't throw leftover food. Don't borrow to consume. Don't borrow to consume. Don't be in competition with anybody. Don't be in competition with anybody. Don't be in competition with anybody. Put your children in schools you can afford. Drive what you can afford. The grass may look green at the other side. It may be synthetic grass. Financial peace is better than financial show. And financial discipline today is what protects a marriage from financial embarrassment tomorrow. Number 3, and I'll round up for you soon. Number 3 is create your own money machine. Everybody who is moving from financial literacy to financial independence must have a money machine, something that creates money for you. Let me touch on just 2 of them. Number 1 is paper asset, and my colleagues have touched on paper assets already. Treasury bills, mutual funds, unit trusts. These are money machines. We call them investment vehicles because they carry you from one destination to your future. Money machine, everybody can. Paper asset, everybody can do it. And I love the paper asset because they are quiet. If you don't tell anybody, nobody knows what you have done. Salary is the medicine for managing poverty.